Oh my God, you guys can see me? Oh my God, thank God. Oh my God, thank God. Oh, do you understand? You all have no idea. I was about to cry. Listen to me. Listen to me, bitch. Oh my God, you guys don't even know. You guys don't even know. I could not understand what was going on. It said I was live. So I was like, cool. I did the full on Aries reading. Like, bitch, when I tell you I did the full Aries reading, gave the advice, everything, thinking that you guys could hear me. Oh my God. Yo, I could cry right now. Are you freaking kidding me? Y'all know how fucking stupid I feel? Do you know how stupid I feel? I feel so goddamn dumb. Bitch, I'm out here. It was clearly reversed, right? It was clearly like a male Aries. And I'm sitting here trashing Aries. And I am going on and on and being my Virgo judgmental self, honey. And let me tell you, it was not even on. Wow. Well, Mercury does rule my sun sign after all. So talk about an ego play. That just totally. Well, okay, cool. Hey, dragons. So glad to have you here. Girl, I was letting Aries have it. Mercury said, no, bitch, rewind that shit back. No. Okay. Well, now that we have that figured out, let's just go ahead and get into it, shall we? Wonderful. So, for those of you that don't know me, although all of you probably do, my name is Violetta Alexis. I am a professional tarot reader and studying to become a professional astrologer. So, obviously, I do tarot and I do astrology on my channel. I'm going to be taking a look at this coming week, so August 27th through September 2nd of 2023. I'm going to be taking a look from Aries through to Pisces in astrological order. Make sure that you're checking for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Why? Because these are general readings. They are not personal readings. If you want a personal reading, you could take advantage of my 50% off sale that ends on Monday at www.violetaalexis.com. That information can be found in the description box below. If you would like to ask a super chat question, it is $4.99 for a 2-card question pull. It is $9.99 for a 4-card question pull, and it is $19.99 for a 6-card question pull. Even if you pay more than $20, this is a live stream, so you're still going to get a 6-card pull, okay? So if you want to get something more elaborate, more in-depth, and like I said, get a personal with me. Also keep in mind that for those of you that don't know me, if you're watching this after it already went live, if you're watching the recording, I call my subscribers dragons, so you will hear me say that often, and so I call this the Dragon's Lair. You'll see a wonderful man in my chat named Rick Astor. He is my Dragon's Lair bouncer. Make sure that you respect him, respect me, and respect the chat, or he will kick your ass out, okay? He also is kind and nice enough to do the timestamps for us. And so make sure that you guys are patient for that as well. If you don't see them down there, he will absolutely and 100% get to them, okay? So let's go ahead and move on. Let me go ahead and redo this Aries reading because wow. Just wow, I felt like a total idiot. Bitch, when I tell you, I was sitting there and I was having a full-blown conversation with Aries. I mean, just wow. Just wow. This is This has been a very humbling day for me thus far. So that's where we're at. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Oh my God, I just can't. Okay. All right. Let's do Aries again, okay? Sabrina. Sabrina, what sign are you? Sabrina, don't ever in your life come in my chat and tell me what to do on my channel in my chat. Ever. In a million years. Actually, you know what? No, you're gone. I'm sorry. I can't allow you to come into my house and disrespect me like that, girl. You got to go. You're not allowed here anymore. Anything that you say, nobody's going to be able to see it. So you can go ahead and talk as much as you want, but you're going to be the only one that's going to be able to see what's going on in the chat. So, bitch, no. I'm sorry. She's new here. She doesn't even go here. No, I'm sorry. That is just not ever. I'm sorry. Could you imagine if somebody like came into your house and they were like, hey, like I heard that you're having a cookout, and you were like, yeah, let me show you around. And then like you're showing them like a tour, and then they're like, can you just get on with the food, please? Are you serious? What's wrong with you? Psycho. All right, let's see, Aries. Oh my God. All right. People are crazy. Hey, Mary. One more shuffle for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. What can Aries expect August 27th through September 2nd, 2023? Right, Rosie? Like, what? You are crazy. You must have thought I was somebody else. All right, let's see. All right, Joanne. What's good? Good to see you, baby. So we have the Three of Wands, the World, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. Well, let me try and give the synopsis here, okay? Ah! Seems like you're getting ready to do something. You've already come up with your plan. You're getting ready to master it. You're getting ready to go for it. Kind of looks like you're going to complete it too. Looks like you're going to finish it. It looks like you are going to kick ass and not even take names, because I don't even think you care. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're not on the same page with anybody, and you're going to go ahead and die on that hill. So let's see. Let's see who dies on the hill, shall we? The Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot. It feels like you are very, very determined and totally not afraid to get yourself out of a crappy situation. So it could be a financial situation. Tell me about that Three of Wands. Yes, love light shining. Come on. Come on. Yes, the High Priestess. Damn. It seems like you're about to do something, but you're not telling anybody what you're doing. This is hot. Why is this hot? Yeah, Four of Pentacles. This is very, like James Bond. Okay. 007, bitch. Okay. The Five of Cups, the Two of Swords in reverse. Oh, is this what it is? What's that High Priestess? The Tower in reverse. You are figuring out the best course of action as to not piss somebody off. That's what it feels like. I don't even want to say piss somebody off, but it makes me kind of feel like, because the Ten of Cups is at the end, which tells me that there's something that's very emotionally fulfilling to you. Is this a relationship? For some of you, you're in a relationship. I'm not going to lie. For the Aries that I'm talking to, it feels like you're in a relationship, or there's somebody here that very much emotionally fulfills you, at least this week. But it looks like it's something that's already established. So I can't imagine you just jump into a relationship this week. It looks like something that you've been holding on to for a while. I just got to get one more for that High Priestess. Is this person that I'm reading for a masculine? Reversed is no, upright is yes. No, this is a feminine. So it's interesting to me because it almost seems like you're tempering yourself in some way. Any like jealousies or chaotic feelings that you're having, it feels like you're sitting with it. You're sitting with it. You're trying to keep the peace. You're holding back. It's like, oh my God, this reminds me so much of when I was dating this person. Like, for instance, right, Aries, if you're a hypervigilant person, if you're somebody who's been through a lot in your life, and so you notice like every little thing, you pick up on every little thing. This is just an example, right? You could also pick up on things that aren't necessarily there or are not necessarily happening because you're so used to chaos or drama in your life, right? So let's say that that's what it is. If you're in a relationship, you are trying not to do that. You're trying not to assume the worst. You're trying not to, because it makes me feel like you are addressing, look. It makes me feel like you're addressing your traumas or you're addressing some kind of issues. So like if you have an issue with jealousy, for instance, right? And you want to freak out on somebody, it's almost like you're taking a step back and you're like, okay, wait, is this actually happening? Is this actually happening? Or am I just like making this up, right? Because of the stuff that I've been through, because I've been cheated on so many times, because I've been screwed over so many times. It makes me feel like you're taking a moment and then you're making a decision, because what you really want is to hold on to a relationship, or what you really want is to maintain peace. And some of you, if this is about family, there could be something that you're kind of keeping to yourself because your intuition is telling you to keep it to yourself. For some of you, you're trying to reach a higher level of commitment with somebody. You have the World. There's that freak out I was telling you about, the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is like paranoia, is about like worrying about something that isn't necessarily going to happen. Queen of Swords. The King of Wands in reverse. That's interesting. You're not always confident that you're seeing the reality of a situation with that Strength in reverse and the Seven of Cups, because it's like it makes me feel like you're never really sure if it's your mind playing tricks on you or if it's actually happening. Honestly, when it comes to me, I just ask, are you doing this? And then you just got to kind of listen and read their face and like, make a decision for yourself. But the problem is, if you're very hypervigilant like me, you're going to pick up on any little change in facial expression. Tell me about that King of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Wands. I'm not going to lie. I think that you have somebody that low-key gets off on it. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you're like a bad bitch, right? Or something like that. And this person's like, oh, wow, like Aries is possessive over me, or Aries, you know what I mean? It's like and be careful with that. Sometimes it's just better not even to give them that power. Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Star in reverse. Oh, no. Hold on. The Devil in reverse. And the Strength. Okay. The Seven of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I think that sometimes you feel like it's just a waste of time to even be honest about your feelings. You may be realizing that there's something within you that needs to be healed, or something between you and another person that needs to be healed. And you may be realizing, like, what is the problem? Why can't they heal it? The Page of Swords in reverse. Remember when I said about like assuming the worst, assuming issues? It's like, I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying that your person isn't doing anything. Maybe I can pull some cards to see if they are, but it's saying that the problem is that someone is assuming things. So obviously assumptions are not the truth. The Nine of Swords is not the truth. The Page of Swords in reverse is not the truth. Maybe somebody's assuming things about you. Maybe it's a family member. Keep that in mind. But it makes me feel like that's where the problem lies, is the assumption. And so that usually comes from like your mentality, right? And so especially if you've been through a lot of trauma, so like therapy works, right? And sometimes it's got to be one of those things where you just got to kind of let go of control and realize I can't really control this anyway, you know? As crappy as that sounds. Now, if you get like proof or you're like, okay, no, like something's up, that doesn't even make any sense, then obviously like go with your gut, you know, but don't start creating problems in your head when there really aren't any. You have the 7 of Wands. Tell me about that 7 of Wands. Okay. Seems like somebody's being honest with you about their feelings. Okay. Or it could be that you're using creativity to get your mind off of things. You're coming out of a bad place by the end of the week is what it feels like. It feels like by the end of the week, you're coming out of a bad place. You're feeling better. It seems like you are maybe taking some time out midweek just to kind of be alone. Be alone, think about you, think about who you are, what you want, etc., and why you feel the way that you feel. I still think that you're standing your ground on something. What is this thing? The Emperor, on who you are, like yourself. Like even if it's not about love, it could be somebody doesn't like you or who you are or is in a disagreement about who you are or how you've developed or whatever the case is. Oh, keep in mind the North Node's in your sign, so I don't feel like you're going to be taken very kindly to that anyway. So your advice is Mars. Wow, your ruling planet. Well, Mars is about to go into Libra, your 7th house, if you're in Aries rising. So there could be some conflict within a relationship dynamic. There could be some conflict with your one-on-one relationships. So it may be telling you to do exactly what you seem to be doing anyway by the end of the week. You know, Mars is about defending yourself, standing up for oneself. It can be about defending others as well, but it makes me feel like you're needing to stand up for yourself in some way. You know, so whatever that looks like. And standing up for yourself doesn't always mean that you have to vocalize something. Standing up for yourself can be like doing things that are good for you, putting yourself first, going to the gym even. Going to therapy, you know, taking accountability for your own healing. So let's go ahead and look at Taurus. Thank you so much, Aries. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can visit violettaalexis.com. The sale, the 50% off sale ends on Monday. So make sure that you guys take advantage of that. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Madison. Hi, Aqua Baby. Hi, Spirit Room. Hi, other Vanessa. The 2 Vanessas. Hey, Michaela. Hey, Naris. What's going on for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, show me Taurus. What's going on for Taurus from Sunday through Saturday of this coming week? Hey, Kismet. All right, let's see. What's up, Mahen? 3 of Swords in reverse. Okay. The Queen of Swords, the 4 of Wands in reverse, and the 7 of Cups in reverse. Well, you're definitely trying to avoid wasting your time. Feels like you have other things that you feel like you need to do and you don't want to waste your time on something. This 3 of Swords in reverse is either you just 100% not being able to overcome something, or it's that you are over it. Feels like you're being very logical with that Queen of Swords. You know, you're focused on your money, you're focused on your appearance, you're focused on you, you're focused on Venusian things. It doesn't really feel like your emotions are taking over. I mean, of course, I have to clarify. Queen of Swords is more about logic. With that 4 of Wands in reverse, there could be someone that you're not welcoming around you, or you could feel like somebody's not welcoming you. With that Seven of Cups in reverse, it makes me feel like you're kind of seeing the forest for the trees in regards to a person, place, or thing. So let's take a look at that Three of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords. It seems like you're very determined to overcome something. But it's like you feel like you have to, yeah, the World in reverse and the Chariot. You're very determined to get over something. Five of Cups. Yeah, look, Temperance, Five of Cups. So like I said, you're very determined to overcome something. And it feels like you want it done and you want it done now. Okay? Not super Taurian-like. You're definitely not taking your sweet-ass time. You're like, no, I want this fixed and I want it fixed now. Tell me about this World in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. It could be something financial. Keep that in mind. You could be trying to decide for some of you whether or not you want to be single and just focus on yourself, or you want to date around, or if you have a partner, you want to stay with your partner. With that Chariot there, where are we going with that Chariot? The Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're revisiting someone or something is what it makes me feel like. You're thinking about the past. You're trying to balance something out. You're willing to overcome something, either within yourself or with another person. But you don't want to waste time. You're like, I want to do this now. Because I don't know if it's been something where it's been a long time coming. Queen of Swords. Let's take a look. So that's the overall consensus. The Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. The Queen of Cups. Ooh. What's up, Naomi? Good to see you. The Star in reverse. What's the Star in reverse? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're trying to understand is what that feels like. If this is about a person, Taurus, you're trying to be logical. You're like, listen, we have to nip this in the ass now, right? Because I need to figure out if we're going to be together, or if we're going to date, or if we're going to talk, or if I need to move on, right? So you're like, I'm not afraid to come back around and fix this if this is about a person. You're not trying to be petty. You're not trying to be about the drama. The Queen of Swords with the Five of Wands in reverse to the Queen of Cups tells me that you're actually you're being quite mature. You're being quite logical, and you're also taking your intuition and your own sensitivity and femininity, and you're actually utilizing it. It makes me feel like someone's being immature with that Star in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And you're like, oh, God, right? It's like they're not matching your energy or something like that. They're determined to die on that hill, you know. For others of you, if this is something financially, it makes me feel like you're trying to overcome some kind of financial hurdle or some kind of self-worth or self-value issue. So it's like maybe you're kind of revisiting it. Maybe you're talking about it with a friend, etc., trying to figure out how to heal it. There could be a lot of missed opportunities in your life that are making you feel this way, or feeling like maybe you didn't budget properly or whatever. So you have the Four of Wands in reverse for like midweek. Hey, Codis, good to see you. What's up, Tanya? Tell me about that Four of Wands. The Seven of Wands. The Ten of Wands. And the Justice. All I'm hearing, I just keep hearing like, no. I don't know. I don't know why I hear that. It seems like there's a delay with something. Like if this is about a person, Taurus, it feels like you and another individual are trying to make something right, but it feels very heavy. It's that energy of, okay, one last push. You know, one last push, like we're almost there, but it makes me feel like somebody is giving you the silent treatment, or somebody is being really selfish, playing the victim, or you know what I mean? I mean, it's the Nine of Cups, so it's Jupiter and Pisces. So even Jupiter, like reversed or retrograde, so to speak, right? We have Jupiter going retrograde anyway, but it's still positive. So I feel like something beneficial can come out of it. It just feels like it's taking time, because the two of you, if this is about a person, the two of you are kind of at odds a little bit. Like it feels like maybe you care more about the relationship as a whole, and someone just kind of cares about their own needs, or like their viewpoint, okay? Now, of course, this could be reversed, so keep that in mind. If this is about your finances or your self-worth or self-value, it seems like what you're doing is you're doing what you can and you're canning the rest. Does that make sense? So your responsibilities, the things that you need to maintain, etc., it's like you're trying to stay balanced. You're working out at the gym every morning at 9, and then you're working at so-and-so, and then you're doing that. You know, it's like you're trying to stay balanced. For some of you, there's a need to just like say F it, right? And just not do anything at all, okay, if it's not about love. So let's move on to the Seven of Cups in reverse. So Seven of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Swords. Okay. The Moon in reverse. The Four of Pentacles. What's the Moon in reverse? The Knight of... What's the Ten of Swords? The Hermit. All right, so I'm just going to keep it real. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. So, Taurus, if you guys are dealing with a person and you guys are kind of on the rocks right now, you may start to realize, oh my God, the entire time, this whole time I freaking knew, I kept second guessing myself about this person, and I freaking knew. High Priestess, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. Like, I knew they were hiding this, or I knew they were lying about this, and you could end up like ending things, okay, for some of you, because something could come out and you're just like, yeah, I can't really let that go, you know. For others of you, you could be having a bit of an identity crisis. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, some of you are having an identity crisis, but the thing is that you're seeing the reality of yourself and your emotions or your financial state or your self-worth or your self-value issues or whatever it may be. And it feels like you're really, if it's not about love, you're either going to therapy or you're taking time out for yourself, meditating, or you're just being alone, because it seems like there's some kind of evolutionary process that you're currently going through. And keep in mind, especially if you're a Taurus rising, the North Node's going through your 12th house of, you know, addiction, self-sabotaging behaviors, isolation, you know, therapy, meditation, what was the other thing? Mental health. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. So let's see your house 12. What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say, bitch? House 12 is your advice. So what I just said, like taking time out, going to therapy, meditating, working on your mental health, any self-sabotaging behaviors, you know. Like, ask yourself if you've also sacrificed too much in a situation. Keep that in mind, okay? What's up, Chibi? All right, thank you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you'd like to get a personal reading, you can visit www.violettaalexis.com. It's 50% off until Monday, and I am taking super chats until we hit Pisces, okay? All right, let me see Gemini. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. Oh, thanks, Tatiana. Page of Swords in reverse. Well, there you are. Death in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Judgment. Yikes. Okay. I feel like you're feeling emotionally invalidated is what that feels like. But it's coming. I'm not going to lie. Love ya. But you guys are kind of being about the drama this week. You're assuming a lot of things and you're getting in your own head because you're having a hard time changing your mentality or changing your thought process or the way that you're thinking about yourself or situations in general. Or it's that you're having a hard time letting go of something. So for instance, let's just say it's love. If you have been holding on to some kind of relationship and that person did something negative to you, but you wanted to continue the relationship, for instance, but you just can't let go of that thing that they did, that's why you're getting paranoid because of that thing. And you're having a hard time forgiving, right? And so if you have a hard time forgiving, you're going to have a hard time moving on. What's up, Shinty? Good to see you. Knight of Wands to the Judgment makes me feel like maybe somebody's taking action on you, somebody passionate, somebody exciting, fun. It seems like it could be a reconciliation for some of you. It could also be someone taking accountability for something. But let's see. Tell me about that Page of Swords in reverse. The King of Cups. All right, I'm not going to lie. Well, I'm going to ask. King of Swords in reverse. You're showing up as a masculine. The Queen of Wands. Okay, well, let me ask. Is this person the masculine? Reverse is no, upright is yes. No. Okay, so this is a feminine. So it's interesting. So for my feminine Geminis, okay, you are assuming somebody else's feelings. For some of you, you're dealing with two males, okay, or you're dealing with two masculine energies. But it makes me feel like it's causing some kind of drama in your life. I'm not going to lie, this feels super egoic. It feels kind of egotistical because you're assuming somebody's feelings about you. Like, I'm not saying that you're totally in the wrong or anything like that, but it's like you are... Like, I had this mentality for the longest time. And, like, honestly, a lot of the times it's true. I feel like if somebody doesn't like me, it's either just because they're jealous or because they want to have sex with me and they can't. Like, that's what it looks like your mentality is. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. Like, honestly, I really do. I love both of you because of your double personalities. But it makes me feel like you are high-key assuming like about somebody else's personality, and you're just kind of in this energy of where you're like, I'm a bad bitch, fuck the bitch, like that Nicki Minaj song. I'm so sorry. And it seems like you're just tired. You're like, oh God, like I just can't do this right now. Like everybody wants me. You know? So can I get one more on that Page of Swords in reverse? Ace of Swords in reverse and the Three of Cups. You're either assuming that somebody's lying to you or you're actually assuming that you know the truth when you don't. Well, what's the truth? I'm just curious, right? The Strength card. The Justice in reverse. You're assuming that you may be assuming that somebody's feelings are stronger than yours. Okay. You could be assuming that somebody has a choice between two people when they actually don't. You could be assuming that somebody isn't good enough for you. So let's look at the Death in reverse. The Eight of Cups in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. God, what's up with all these reversals? I'm not going to take them, but I will take note of them. Of course, the Six of Wands shows up next to a Gemini card. Everybody wants to be me or be with me. Six of Wands is like super attention. It's like Leo energy, and the Knight of Swords is Gemini. It makes me feel like there's a comeback around between you and another person. But it also makes me feel like this person is coming back around, but like they're playing it cool because they don't want you to maybe know their true feelings. Makes me feel like this person is manipulating the situation. How are they manipulating it? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's taking their sweet ass time with you. But I feel like it's to make you second guess yourself, to make you, you know, like people do that. Oh, don't text her back too fast, or, you know, don't be too vulnerable or act like you don't care, you know. I'm not saying that's what it is, but you have the Knight of Wands. What's up, Cassidy? Okay. Okay. So it makes me feel like somebody who just wants what they want when they want it. The Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, and the Hangman in the upright. I feel like this is somebody who may have hurt your ego once upon a time. But this kind of makes me feel like this is this person. I feel like this person is kind of showing up hot and horny. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm not trying to be trashy. But it seems like this person's kind of showing up like hot and horny. But you're going to realize they haven't really grown up, or they need to grow up. Like, this could be somebody who overdoes it. Like, this reminds me of the kind of guys that will overly hit on you or overly lay on the compliments. You know what I mean? Just to see how you respond to it or react to it. Does it work? You know, it feels like somebody's trying their hand at you, but I feel like this is somebody who's super immature. Now, if this is somebody about the past, I feel like this is somebody that's still holding a grudge towards you. And for some of you, they're going to try to sleep with you just to feel better about it, or to prove to themselves that they can get you again. My God. So, wow. Let's take a look at that Judgment, okay? The Five of Wands in reverse and the Moon in reverse with the Two of Pentacles in the upright. What's the Moon in reverse? The Seven of Wands. So it kind of makes me feel like you and this person are maybe trying to have a new beginning. If this is about a past person, because the Judgment can talk about bringing something back to life that was dead. And so this could be somebody who is trying to bring this back to life in some way. It could be that this is somebody who's trying to take accountability for something. It could be that this is someone who is kind of in fear that you're going to put them in a competitive situation. But it could also be you that's in fear of that. Especially Gemini, if this is somebody who has done this to you before, where they've put you in a competitive situation, you could be like, I don't really know if this is a practical decision. Like, I don't really know if this is practical to get back into this when you put me in a competitive situation before, if this is about a person. And it makes me feel like if this is about a past person, it feels like you're trying to move forward, but you're still in the mud. You're still stuck in the swamp. It's like, okay, yeah, let's get over this. But you're still... You ever had those dreams where you're trying to run in water, or where you're trying to run, you're just like, ooh, like that's what that feels like. Interesting. So as I say that, we got mutable. So mutable is kind of like a substance that can fit inside of any kind of container, right? So the mutable signs, Gemini, you, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, they can kind of go with the flow and kind of like almost like chameleons in some way. So I'm kind of feeling like, I'm not telling you to turn into a shrub or nothing, but I'm kind of telling you to go with the flow of something and don't try to hold on to this person or the outcome too tightly. Because when you do that, it's almost guaranteed to get away from you. You know what I mean? So I mean, whatever you want. I don't know. I don't know what you want, okay? So let's move on to Cancer. All right, Cancers. Let's see. Ah, you're welcome, love, light shining. All right, Cancer. You got the King of Wands. Okay, so for my feminine Cancers, if you're dealing with a male Cancer or a masculine Cancer, I feel like this is them because they're showing up as a king. The Hierophant in reverse, Leo, Taurus, Page of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Ten of Swords. Yikes. I heard back at it again. The Tower, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands. It feels like you're pretty confident with something. Seems like you're kind of stuck in stuck in a situation, or you're not really sure what the right decision is. About some kind of chaos that's bubbling under the surface or that's been going on. It feels like you are feeling confident in whatever it is that you're maintaining. So if this is a relationship, if this is a job, not really sure, but it feels like you're not really letting up. There could be a difference in spiritual or religious beliefs or values, morals, whatever it may be. There may be a sense of you trying to get your point across, but not like backing down. There could be somebody who is assuming the worst about you with that Page of Swords in reverse, or there could be some kind of drama, and by the end of the week, it could either end, or there could be a betrayal or an ending of a connection, a job, whatever it may be. So tell me about that King of Wands. What's up, Taurus? The Magician. Okay, I love it. Oh, the Lovers. Are you stuck between two people, the Eight of Swords and the Lovers? Or is it that you're stuck about a loving connection? It seems like you're trying to make higher self decisions. Like you're trying to be more high vibrational with that Lovers there, but it seems like you're confused about something. Why the Eight of Swords? The Five of Swords in reverse. Are you wondering if something is worth fighting for? Are you wondering if someone's playing games with you? It's interesting because it almost makes me feel like you are having a hard time not resorting back to an old way. Like an old way of doing something, an old way that you've been in a relationship, an old way that you've communicated before. Ten of Wands in reverse. And the Ten of Cups. It makes me feel like there's a relationship or a family dynamic where you're trying to make it as easy as possible. And the thing is that you are manifesting your higher vibrational self as much as you can. You're feeling sexy. You're feeling attractive. You're taking the lead, you know? What's that Magician? Like, what's the intent? The Queen of Swords. There's a feminine energy that you may be dealing with at this time. Somebody who could be very intellectual or intelligent. This is Venusian energy, which rules money, love, beauty, finances, art. You either are trying to tell this person, trying to manifest the courage to tell this person something, or you're trying to get a conversation or the truth out of them about something. So you have the Hierophant in reverse for the beginning of the week. So tell me about this. The Knight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Wands in reverse. Could be a discussion around marriage for some of you. The Six of Wands and the King of Cups. There could be somebody that you love very much, that you're showering with attention, or that you love getting attention from. Maybe it goes both ways. Feels like your emotions are being validated, or you're trying to validate somebody else's emotions. But it feels like there's a butting of heads. The Hierophant in the reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse can be somebody who's like non-committal, right? And I'm not saying that you're not, but with the Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, let's just see what happens. You know, it's no like definitive thing necessarily. It's positive. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, but it's like there's no definitive. It's like, we're just winging it, you know, or something like that. If it's not about that, it could be that you and somebody else are quite literally just at odds. Like you could be, seems like you're taking action. Are you trying to travel? Is somebody trying to travel? It seems like somebody's not welcome to an idea about something. What's the Wheel of Fortune? The Hangman. Higher perspective. It feels like you and another person are trying to gain a higher perspective on something. Because you guys seem really at odds, is what it feels like. Like a broader perspective. This is fixed energy. The Wheel of Fortune is fixed energy, and the Hierophant is fixed energy, and it's reversed fixed energy with that Hierophant in reverse. But the Hangman is mutable, and it's clarifying the fixed energy, which makes me feel like you guys are you and somebody else are trying to go with the flow with something a little bit more, see each other's perspective a little bit more. It makes me feel like if it's not that, there could be something around like the home that you're trying to take action on, but you could feel like maybe you don't have the finances or you're not in a place to do that right now, okay? Or travel plans. But it feels more like a relationship because that Lovers is up there. So you have the Page of Swords in reverse for midweek. Tell me about that Page of Swords. The Ace of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Swords in the upright. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God, 3 aces. 4 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Wands. What are we assuming? The 3 of Cups in reverse. Somebody's assuming that another person has a third party, or somebody's assuming that the other person is talking shit about them, basically. It's one of the two. And so it's becoming very destabilizing. It's becoming very dramatic. It's becoming very, this is not attractive to me kind of thing. What's the Ace of Swords? The Devil. Give me more. The Fool in reverse. You could start to realize that you and another person are very stuck on something. It could also be that somebody's starting to realize they have like a problem or a deep-seated mental fear or an addiction. There could be a discussion around that. But it's weird because it feels like it's opening up the doors to other discussions, like other, I don't want to say negative discussions, but like, what do I mean by this? Like, let's say that somebody is an alcoholic. Okay, I'm not saying that's what it is. Let's say that somebody is an alcoholic and the other person is now starting to assume that they're doing more than just alcohol, right? Or somebody's addicted to porn and now they're assuming that they're actually cheating like in real life. You know, it's like, tell me about that 10 of Swords. The Knight of Cups in reverse. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 2 of Wands in reverse. Yikes. Something's done because you and another person like are done fighting or something like that. Ugh. Why is it done? Because you and somebody else just are not on the same page about something. It feels like something's ending. It feels like there's moodiness, there's jealousies, it's like walking on eggshells. So the North Node is your advice. So this is about like your destiny, what you need to move towards. I would definitely take a look to see where the North Node is in your chart. But you also have the North Node. If you're a Cancer rising, you have the North Node going through your Aries 11th house of your biggest dreams, goals, aspirations. Maybe you need to focus on those things. The 11th house is also about humanitarian work. Maybe you need to focus on that. It's also about bigger friends, groups, communities, the people that you associate with, you know, your audience, so to speak. So maybe you need to focus on that. I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Make sure that you book with me and take advantage of my 50% off sale from now until Monday. Also, Super Chats are closed by Pisces. So let's go ahead and take a look at Leo. All right, let's see Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for Leo. Show me Leo. The Four of Pentacles. You're welcome, Little Wing. The Seven of Pentacles, the Empress, the Emperor. What? Okay. Wow. All right, well, let's see. Just tell me about that Four of Pentacles. The Fool in reverse. The Temperance. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Is this the feminine versus no upper? Yes. Okay. So this is for my feminine Leos. Okay. If you're a male, just reverse it. Why the Fool in reverse? The Knight of Swords. It feels like there's more information that you need to figure out before you go and make a financial decision. Is what it feels like, because it feels like you're not quite ready to make some kind of business decision, job decision, financial decision of some sort. You're not ready to really take that leap. You feel like there's more that you need to address or more that you need to kind of figure out in order to make this move, whatever it may be. This could involve like a childhood dream, or maybe you feel like you don't have the finances. Maybe you feel like I'm spending a bunch of money on kids, or I'm spending a bunch of money with a lover, etc. Like I can't really afford this right now, or I can't really do this right now. What's up, Allison? Good to see you. So yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like it's something around a financial decision. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So tell me about that Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. I'm not gonna lie, Leo. You guys are being like super, super cautious with your and I mean, you should probably, you know. Wagos, thank you so much for the super chat question. You probably should during Venus and Mercury retrograde. Okay. Last shuffle. What's that Justice in reverse? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, once again, this is you being very cautious about where you're spending your time, your energy, what you're investing in, you know, who you're investing in. It feels like time is of the essence right now for you. And so any kind of financial decision that you're making, you may be speaking with a financial advisor, or you may be asking a friend who's maybe in the same line of work, or who knows what it is. But it seems like you want to start anew and you're trying to gain the confidence to do so. But you may feel like you're not getting the opportunities that you want because of a lack of finances. But it seems like you're being more cautious about that. Can you tell me about that Seven of Swords? The Ace of Wands. It feels like you are getting ready to focus on some new creative pursuit, but you're feeling like you have to walk away from something. It almost feels like you have to walk away from something in order to raise your status, or maybe you're needing to spend less time with someone or something in order to raise your status in some way. Does that make sense? So you have the Empress here. Tell me about this. The Six of Swords. The Moon in reverse. Why do I feel like you're honoring your emotions? Because you walk away from something, whatever it may be. I don't know if it's a job. I'm not telling you to do that, okay? I'm just saying, I don't know what you're walking away from. I don't know if it's a job. I don't know if it's a person, whatever it is. But because you moved on from that, it seems like you're able to get more done. It seems like you're thinking, yeah, the old me is over. You know, old me is over. I'm over this. I'm getting ready to move forth. You know, Venus is retrograde in your first house, especially if you're a Leo rising. So this is a lot of realization, reevaluation around you and who you are. And also in your second house, Mercury is retrograde. So this is and Venus represents self-worth and self-value, and so does the second house. And so Mercury going retrograde through your second house, reassessing your morals, your values, your self-worth, and your self-value. And then Venus, the planet of those things, going retrograde in your first house. This is about you like finding yourself in your new identity. This seems like an up level. Like you're letting go of any fears and you're like, let's get this shit done. Tell me about the Five of Swords. It seems like you're speaking to somebody. Where you feel like you have doubt in your life, it feels like you're speaking to somebody that is trying to point you in the right direction. So then you have the Emperor. Tell me about that Emperor for Leos. The Eight of Wands. Okay. Somebody could be traveling to see you. You could be traveling to see somebody else. This could be a business partner. This could be a boss. This is somebody that is very much on your level. The Hermit in reverse. This is somebody who knows who they are. This is somebody who's... I feel like this is somebody who's going to pull you up. Like somebody who's helping you problem solve. Somebody who appreciates some kind of work that you're doing, or... This could even end up being some kind of potential love relationship. But it feels like you're having a hard time trusting because of something that you've been going through. Now, if this is about a past person, okay, then this could be somebody who's like, I'm going to match your energy because I want to be here. I want to work together. I want to do this. And you're like, yeah, I don't trust it. You know, for others of you, if you're already in a relationship or a partnership, I feel like you two are working together. And if this is about a boss or a higher up or a supervisor, there's some kind of masculine figure who feels like you are on their level in some way. And it feels like they're kind of like taking you under their wing. Your advice is Libra. Interesting. So this is about fairness. I heard reconsideration. This is about fairness. This is about being diplomatic, being considerate. You know, having harmony. Maybe you're needing to balance out a decision, weigh the scales. It feels like you're having to make a really important decision. That Libra. Feels like you got to let something go so you can win. And I want to say balance your finances. Focus on your finances first and foremost is what I want to say. Especially with Mercury going retrograde in your second house. Okay, if you're a Leo rising. All right, so cool. All right, let's go ahead and do Virgo. I'm so dead, Aqua. What's up, Jessica? Thank you so much for the super chat question. All right, let's move on to Virgo. All right, Virgos. Ten of Swords in reverse. Five of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles. Not the worst, but not the best. Definitely having some insecurities around you, what you look like, your finances, family, whatever it may be. And you could feel like something's being kind of delayed. Now, the Ten of Swords in reverse can represent a couple of things. It can either represent an evolutionary process or evolution, or you're evolving, or it can represent you're having a hard time letting go of an ending, or it can represent you're over it, right? Whatever it was, you're over it. However, the Five of Pentacles is here, which is making me feel like your finances are either suffering or you're feeling bad about yourself. With the Two of Swords there, you may be avoiding it, or you may not be wanting to talk about it, or you could be having a hard time making a decision about something. With that Eight of Pentacles there, which is Virgo energy, this could talk about you being like, you know what, I'm just going to get to it. Like, I got to focus on my work. I got to focus on what I got to do. So let's like take a look at the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. My goodness. Three of Wands in reverse. My goodness. There's something that you really, really want, but you have to stop being complacent. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you, Virgo. Like, you feel like you're not being successful at your job, or your self-value seems to be getting really low because it's like you've been complacent, or you've been kind of staying in the same place, and you may be kind of insecure about that. And so it makes me feel like you're having a hard time letting go of the self or self-value issue. You know, laziness could be a problem. I'm not even going to lie. Overcompensating, people pleasing, something this week that's just making you be in that zone. And I really want to tell you no. You know, Mars has been in your sign, so I can't imagine that you've been that lackadaisical, but maybe because Mars in your first house, if you are Virgo rising, automatically opposes your seventh. Maybe you've been so focused on a relationship, you know, that everything else has been kind of suffering. You know, it could absolutely be that. It just seems like you're really frustrated. You don't have a whole lot of confidence in how to move forward. Seems like you're kind of beating yourself up a little bit, which is very much a Virgo thing. Let's look at that Five of Pentacles. It seems like you're really worried. The Seven of Wands. The Star in reverse and the Emperor. What's the Star in reverse? The Eight of Cups in reverse. Is this Emperor Virgo? Reversed is no. Upright is yes. Yes, it is you. Okay, well, I mean, this is good. So there could be something where you feel like you're settling in a situation and that's making you feel bad. Whether that's in a relationship, whether that is where you're living, whether that is your friend group, whether that is your financial situation, you could feel like you're settling in a situation, and you could start getting to this point where you're like, you know what, I have to maintain my business, or I have bigger fish that I have to fry, or I can't keep focusing on this problem, or whatever the case. Yeah, Six of Swords, the Universe in reverse. So this makes me feel like there's something that, what's the long-standing issue that keeps the Four of Wands in reverse? There could be some instability at home, some issues at the home, non-committal issues. There could be a sense of not feeling welcomed by someone. The Devil, the Ten of Wands, could be addictions, fears, self-sabotaging behaviors. Could be so much, to be honest. Negative attachments. You could be overworking yourself, or somebody could just be like in your ear. But I like the Seven of Wands with the Emperor because it makes me feel like you're pushing through it and you're maintaining what you already have, you know? You have the Two of Swords. So tell me about that Two of Swords. What's up, Barbie? What's up, Alyssa? Okay. The Seven of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright this time. Love that. Okay. The Empress in reverse. Is this Empress in reverse also Virgo? Reverse is no. Upright is yes. Yes, that is you. Okay. So it's interesting because you're like getting in your masculine energy. Now, you guys have had Mars in your sign for a while. Okay. Mars has been in Virgo for a minute. So you may have been trying to kick ass and take names. But it's interesting because you have the Emperor, which is masculine energy. It's Mars. But then you have the Empress in reverse, and that's ruled by Venus. And Venus is currently retrograde. Venus is currently retrograde in your 12th house of spirituality, mental health, addictions, self-sabotaging behaviors, being alone, etc. I feel like there's something in regards to like your mental health or your femininity or creativity could be suffering or something like that, because you seem to be, it seems like you feel like you have to be in your masculine energy because you need to get stuff done. And so you may be wanting to just rest, relax, enjoy yourself a little bit. And maybe you're having a hard time doing that because you feel like finances are suffering, you know? Yeah, look, Four of Swords, this talks about like mental health, you know, taking time out for yourself. You may feel like you can't do it, you know? Or you don't have a lot of time to do it because you feel like you can't handle all of your responsibilities right now. What's that Seven of Swords in reverse? I mean, it does seem like you're playing it smart. Seven of Swords in reverse on the Wheel of Fortune. It makes me feel like you're figuring out how to work smarter and not harder. Tell me about that Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Seems like you're working smarter, not harder. It feels like you're figuring out how to get to the next level, but you haven't made a decision yet. What's the decision that Virgo needs to make to succeed? Let's look at that. The strength. It's like you need to keep persevering. You know, you need to keep knocking away at something. And I feel like you will because we have the Eight of Pentacles here. So tell me about this. The Chariot, Cancer energy. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh. Where'd it go? I know I just saw one pop out. Where'd it go? Come on, you little bastard. There it is. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. You're feeling a little down on yourself, you know, especially if there's a relationship that's kind of, you know, on the rocks. But it feels like when it comes to your responsibilities, you're going after it, you know. You're pushing, what's going on now is you're pushing through any emotions. You're pushing through your insecurities. You're just like, I got to get this done. This is the only way that I'm going to be more secure with myself. House 5. Wow. House 5 is like a fun house. This talks about being more childlike. This talks about having fun. This talks about sex, romance, dating, fun. You know, if you're single, maybe you need to get out there. Maybe it's not that you need to push through everything all the time. Maybe it's that you need to honor your emotions and process your feelings and be able to work through that. You know, like this is the thing, right? So I started my period yesterday. I know nobody cares, but I'm just giving the example, right? I started it yesterday and I was just a total emotional wreck. I don't usually get like that, but for some reason I just was, right? And I was like, oh my God, let me just distract myself. Let me pretend like I don't feel this way. And then last night I just had like a total breakdown because it felt like, and I had a panic attack. And it felt like because I was harboring all of that and just trying to deny my emotions or trying to pretend like it wasn't happening actually didn't do me any favors. And so I feel like honoring your emotions, having a little bit of fun and like getting yourself out of this like crappy headspace is going to help you. Waygos, thanks. I don't know if I said that. Okay, so thanks, Virgo. All right, let's see. All right, let's look at Libra. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Swords in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. Yikes. Feels like you're really having a hard time letting go of something. It's like you keep clinging to something. Well, the South Node's in your sign, so you're really not going to have much of a choice. You're going to have to let go eventually. It seems like you're trying to communicate with people, maybe get together with someone or people in general. Seven of Pentacles, it's like you're taking your time making a decision on something, but it feels like you're not really taking the lead. You have some douchebag over here, King of Wands in reverse, somebody who's, you know, egotistical, pretends like they're a leader, pretend like they got it together, but they actually don't. So let's see. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Thanks, Little Wing. The Ten of Wands in reverse. Three of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? The Lovers in reverse. Yikes. So it's either one of two things. You are either holding on to a third-party situation, or you cannot take your focus off of something that is going on with a partner or somebody romantically that you're dealing with. Or it's that you feel like you are not able to make a decision on something. Not a Libra, right? The thing is that you are trying to delegate that responsibility to someone else, okay? Now, you guys do have Saturn and Neptune going through your 6th house of responsibilities or like day-to-day tasks. So for some of you, you could be hiring some help or getting someone to help you with things that you feel like you can't really handle right now. You know, you could feel like, oh my God, I just can't get it together. And because you may be doing that, you know, even if you're just getting someone to help you, like, I don't know, clean your car. I mean, I don't know, whatever it is, right? It seems like you're able to get on the same page with somebody, especially in regards to work or business matters or home life. And so it feels like you're feeling more at peace and confident because of that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that 7 of Pentacles. Tell me about that 7 of Pentacles. Love that, Amy. The 4 of Cups. Okay. The 8 of Cups. Oof. Throw it all away is what I heard. Throwing the baby out with the bathwater is what it looks like. The Hangman. You're getting to a point with something where you're starting to realize, oh, okay, I've invested too much time, energy, and money into this. And it's like, you know, you keep putting a quarter in the gumball machine and nothing is coming out, bitch. You know, it's like, eventually you're just like, I can't sacrifice anymore. And so there's a sense of feeling like, no, this is just delaying my progress in life. I can't do this. And it feels like you're walking away from essentially a disappointment or a bad investment or something. And so it feels like you're moving on to greener pastures. You know, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a job. I don't know if it's a person, a home. You know, maybe you put so much into a freaking house and then it just shit the bed anyway, you know. Tell me about that Knight of Swords in reverse. The 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles in the upright. I see. The King of Cups. Why the 10 of Cups in reverse? The Empress in reverse. No, honey. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to tell you right now, if this is about like a relationship, okay, I'm just going to say for some of my Libras, if this is about a relationship and you're in some kind of relationship, you're just going with the flow because you feel like you're not emotionally supported. It's like those memes where you see, it reminds me of those memes that you see where the girl's like crying and thinking, God, I know my boyfriend's just probably talking to another girl or he just doesn't love me or whatever it is. And then like it switches to the guy and the guy's like snoring in his bed, right? His phone's like knocked off on the floor. Like that's what it feels like. And you're the female in this situation, the woman in this situation. And it's really not because of anything that a masculine is doing, at least from what it's showing me. All right, don't hit me with your scales. King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. It looks like you have somebody here who may be very, very committed to you. And you're like, no, I know he hates me. You know, it's like, well, you know, I'm not really sure about that. For others of you, if you're going through some kind of breakup situation, you could end up meeting somebody that you develop a very serious connection with. Okay, very much could be that, but it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like you're on the ball with something. It feels like if you guys are talking to somebody or you are in some kind of relationship with someone, it feels like you're on the ball when it comes to money, but there's something going on emotionally that needs to be looked at. Because you're like sweating something a bit. 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords. It's like you're having a nervous breakdown or you start worrying, you start expecting the worst. You know, 9 of Swords is like you're expecting the worst. And it's like, it's not even necessarily the truth. It's just something that you're creating in your head because of your own anxiety. And then you have to like self-soothe and like, well, maybe it's not that. It's like, well, now I don't know what this King of Wands in reverse is. So let's take a look. The Star. Okay. The Judgment in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. What's the Judgment in reverse? So can I be honest? I mean, I'm going to anyway. Libra, if you are in a relationship, you are paranoid that somebody is not fessing up to something, and this person is their feelings are hurt because it's not true. It's once again, it's deriving from a lack of self-worth or lack of self-value. Now keep in mind, when the South Node is going through our sign, wherever the South Node is going, it's like draining that thing. It's like if I were to cut a hole in the bottom of this cup and pour water into it, like that's the South Node. So for instance, natally, I have my I have my South Node in Libra. Well, what can Libra represent? Well, money, love, beauty. It could feel like no matter how many beauty treatments I get, or no matter how beautiful I look, or no matter how much money I have, or whatever, I just don't feel good about myself. Like nothing's going to cut it. You know? And you could feel like that. And it could be affecting, right? Because especially if you're Libra rising, the North Node is going to be in your 7th house. And I'm not going to lie, for some of you, you have somebody that, yeah, look at this, Ace of Pentacles, that wants like a start with you. And you're just like, no, I know I'm so ugly to you, you know, or whatever it is, the moon. I feel like you have some emotional things going on, you know. Could be in regards to motherhood. Be cautious of getting pregnant, okay? The moon can like represent that. It makes me really feel like you're needing some nurturing right now. Like you're really needing some nurturing right now. Even if you got to like pamper yourself a little bit or read a good book by a rainy window, I don't know, whatever you need to do. Take a bubble bath, you know, do things that make you feel good. Do things that make you feel emotionally healthy. Now, I know some of you Libras are like, no, the person that I'm dealing with is a cheater and a loser. Well, then this isn't your reading. Okay. So. All right, Scorpio. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. 2 of Swords reversed, 4 of Wands reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed. That's great. Oh my God. I feel like you and another individual just don't understand each other, okay? Or it's this lack of confidence within yourself because you feel like you're not connecting with yourself on an authentic level, which is, you know, making you feel a little lost or making you feel like you don't know shit, basically. Feeling victimized by the end of the week, feeling like a victim, could be trying to emotionally manipulate somebody else to feel bad for you. 4 of Wands in reverse, or somebody could be doing that to you. 4 of Wands in reverse is like not welcoming another person in or feeling very insecure. 2 of Swords in reverse is like making a decision on something. So let's see. Let me see that Page of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Swords reversed. The Ace of Wands in the upright. The Sun. Okay. Well, you don't know shit and you're not really going to worry about it, are you? Oh my God. It's like you feel like you don't know your ass from your armpit right now, but you're like, it's fine. It's fine. Right? I mean, South Node, if you're a Scorpio rising, South Node moving through your 12th house of mental health and self-sabotaging behavior, South Node is just like, it's gone. Get it out of the way, right? Get it out of here. And you could just be like letting go, like fuck it, right? Ace of Wands to the Sun makes me feel like you're doing something that's making you feel confident. Like maybe you're doing something creative. Maybe you're investing a lot of time, energy into some kind of project that's making you feel better, that's making you let go of the past, you know? I mean, it's a positive energy. It just makes me feel like you just, whatever's going on negatively, you just don't care. You're like, I'll get over it, you know? But let's see. 2 of Swords in reverse. Feels like you're keeping a pretty positive disposition. Yes, Angel Eyes. Yes, super chats are open until Pisces. The Nine of Pentacles. The Justice. Okay. What's the Justice? The Five of Swords in reverse. It seems like you're trying to do something the right way. And it feels like it could be financially. With the Two of Swords in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in the upright, Justice in the upright, and clarifying the Justice in the upright is the Five of Swords in reverse, the Magician, Six of Cups in reverse. It kind of makes me feel like I want to say that you are making a decision based around comfort. You're like, yeah, I don't really know if I'm ready to do things this differently yet. Like it's as if you're starting a new project, but you are, how do I say? Let's say you're an actor. Okay, let's just say you're an actor and you're like, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about this shit. I'm going to go and like audition for a role. But it's like you just keep auditioning for the same roles that you've been auditioning for over and over and over again, because it's like you're like, oh, it works, you know? And like, I know I'm going to get the role because I'm really good at playing this character that you feel like you've played a million times. Right? Because you're like, I don't want to have to really compete. That's what it feels like. You have the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, but I feel like with the Six of Cups in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, you're not really going to get what you want if you don't push yourself. I mean, it feels like you're doing good, like you're doing okay, you know? Like you're hanging tight, you're hanging in there, but you're not doing anything different. Nanny, thank you for the super chat question. Now you have the Four of Wands in reverse for midweek. The Page of Swords. What does this feel like? You're just being super solo. What's the Page of Swords? The Seven of Pentacles. You could be learning something for some of you. You could be learning something. You could be kind of like not welcoming, not taking any gentleman callers at this time or lady callers at this time or whatever, right? You could be kind of staying inside the house. Because you're trying to invest more in your education towards something. Maybe you're trying to build a business. Maybe you're trying to build some kind of business based around your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. Because you do feel like, okay, I need to evolve or I need to kind of grow up in regards to what I want if I want to get the recognition that I want. Tell me about the Emperor. The Ten of Wands. It's going to be a lot of work, but you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to do it, you know? Because you could be kind of having this like... You could be kind of having this imposter syndrome or feeling like, damn, I should be up here with everybody else. Why am I not, you know? Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, what's the Lovers in reverse? The Nine of Wands. One more. The Knight of Pentacles. You're delaying making a decision on some kind of love situation. You're not making a decision on love. It feels like there's somebody you care about, but you're not really. You're investing more in yourself with that Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit. No, I have to invest in myself right now. I can't, you know. Conjunction. Tell me about this. The Queen of Pentacles. Thank you, Nanny. I appreciate that. The King of Swords. Some of you need to come together with a financial advisor or with somebody that you can work with. Hire someone that's smarter than you. Collaborate with somebody that is different from you or that would take a different approach in business or whatever it is that you're trying to do. So it's like a coming together of something. And it can go either way that you want it. A conjunction is like it could go really bad or it could go really great. It depends on how you're going to work with the energy. So, all right, so let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay. All right. Show me Saggies. Thanks, Angel Eyes. What's going on for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Sorry. All right, let's go. All right, show me Sag. Last shuffle for Sagittarius for this week, this coming week. King of Swords wanted to come out. Could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see. Six of Wands in reverse. 10 of Wands. The Moon. The King of Swords still came out. Interesting. You don't really feel like you're getting recognized for something. You're like, damn, I'm putting in all this work and I'm not getting shit. But you could be hiding it. There could be somebody that you're talking to, like a financial advisor or something like that. Yeah, something's not really... Yeah, because you feel like you keep fighting and fight. God, you just keep swinging and you keep swinging and you keep swinging. And because you feel like you're not getting the recognition you deserve, it's like you're kind of getting to this point where you feel like you're not winning. But the Nine of Wands is about somebody who's coming out on top. So I feel like you're there. You've already got there. Aqua Baby, thank you for the super chat. Tell me about that Six of Wands in reverse. Why do I feel like you feel out of place? What's that Eight of Cups in reverse? Thanks, Astrid, the Hangman. Knight of Wands, the Magician. You have the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to do something, but it's almost like you feel out of place. I mean, you have the Starseed here, you know? Starseeds usually feel like the black sheep, but it's because starseeds are brought on this planet to raise the vibration of humanity, you know, help humanity, heal humanity in their own special way. And it's interesting because I feel like you're bigger than what you're doing. You know, it's like you're waiting for a little morsel or a little crumb from a job or from a partner or something. It's like I don't want to say you're better than this, but like you're better than this, you know? And I think that under the surface, you're ready to really like take accountability for your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. And you're just like, God damn, like, you know what, bitch, I could get so much better than you, or I could get a job so much better than this, you know, because you have a higher perspective. You see it. Thanks for that super chat question. So let's see that 10 of Wands. Tell me about that 10 of Wands. The High Priestess in reverse. You're welcome, Joanne. The Sun in reverse. See, this kind of makes me sad. The Page of Swords. This is giving me like Little Mermaid vibes. The Star, the Temperance. There you are, baby. The Star. It's giving Starseed, you know? It's making me sad though, because you feel like you feel like your 10 of Wands is like, I am busting my ass. I'm carrying the whole weight of this ship, right? And the High Priestess in reverse is like, and I'm wasting my potential while I'm doing it. And the Sun in reverse makes me feel like it's making you feel down about your life. And that Page of Swords is it reminds me of when Little Mermaid is in that room underwater with all of her little trinkets. And she's like, You know, and she's like staring up at the freaking water, and there's like that little beam of dramatic light shining down on her, and she wants to know what else is out there. Like, it's giving Little Mermaid. And I feel like you are the star, you know? I feel like you are the star. But I feel like you know that, and that's what's making you so sad. Tell me about the moon. I mean, could you imagine, like, if a Rottweiler was forced to be a kitten his entire life? You know? Like, no, let's put a cat tail on you and kitty ears, and you're going to hang out with cats for your whole life. And, like, it's like, well, there's nothing wrong with the Rottweiler, right? It's just he's not the right crowd. Doesn't mean he doesn't have a purpose. Tell me about, I don't know if that was like the worst example. Tell me about the moon. I'm dead, Rick. The moon, the 5 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Is that King of Pentacles? Sagittarius reverses no. Upright is yes. No. So, interesting. Peacekeeper Tarot, thank you so much for that super chat question. There's somebody here who really just makes you, who like weakens you. Like you feel like this person holds you back, or they weaken you. Like it reminds me of, what was that movie with Will Smith and Charlize Theron or whatever her name is? Where every time he came around her, she got weaker. And eventually she had to like run away from him forever. It feels like there's somebody you're thinking about where you're just like, oh God, you were like the bane of my existence. The Knight of Pentacles in the world. Feels like it's taking you a long time to overcome that, or it has kind of taken you a long time to overcome that. But the good thing is that you're sitting with your emotions and you're like, okay, this is the reality. You have the King of Swords. Even if it's like a family member, you know? The Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Temperance, and the Tower. What's the Tower? The Hermit. Wow. Well, this makes me feel like you have somebody who is telling it like it is. Where you've been too cautious in your life, where you've taken the end of the stick. It feels like somebody's talking to you and they're like, okay, get your ass up. You know, like, do you not remember who you are? That's what it feels like. Like, I just had a conversation with my best friend like a couple of weeks ago. And I was dealing with somebody who was making me feel really bad about myself. Like, I was feeling very dumbed down and like, you know when they say when people are throwing shade, right? Well, there can't be shade unless there's light, right? Or there's the sun. And so it made me feel like somebody kept trying to dim my light and make me smaller and smaller and smaller until I just disappeared. And I remember telling my best friend, I was like, yeah, this is what they said to me. And he goes, who does this person think that you are? And they were like dead serious, right? And he's a Sagittarius, my best friend. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. You know, and I started really thinking about it. And it feels like you're having that moment where somebody's telling you and like repeating back to you what you're putting up with. And you're like, oh yeah, I don't know why I'm dealing with that. You're having like a realization about who you are. You got Taurus energy. So this is about self-worth, self-value, slow and steady wins the race, keeping your eye on the ball until you complete something, trusting yourself, patience, sensuality, doing the things that make you feel good, focusing on your self-worth and self-value. How do you feel like you can raise that, you know? So Sagittarius, I'm not going to lie, your reading was my favorite. Like, I knew exactly what was going on. Like, as soon as I started clarifying, I was like, okay. I'm actually going to use this deck. I love this deck. One of my clients got this for me. So thank you so much, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you want to book a personal reading with me, I'm having a 50% off sale until Monday. So make sure that you take full advantage of that. All of that information can be found in the description box below. And I am taking super chats until Pisces is over. You're welcome, Little Wing, anytime. All right, let's see. You're welcome, Necessary Truths, anytime. All right, show me what's going on for Capricorn this week. You're welcome, Vanessa. What's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements? All right, let's see. Show me Capricorn. What's on the menu for Cappies? Bitch. You're welcome, Melissa. Aw, you guys, I love it when you guys are so grateful. You're so cute. Love that. The Four of Wands in reverse. Could be some issues with home, family life, something with the house. The Two of Wands in reverse. Not really feeling like coming out of your shell, coming out of your comfort zone. Not Capricorn. Ten of Swords in reverse. You're either over something or you're having a hard time getting over something. And the Queen of Wands. Could be feeling very confident at this time. I don't know if that's you or somebody else, so we'll see. But could be feeling very confident, like by the end of the week for whatever reason. So let's see that Four of Wands in reverse. I'm dead, Vanessa. The Judgment, okay. The Eight of Pentacles, love that. What's the Judgment? The Six of Wands. You're starting to take responsibility for your own success. For some of you, you could feel like you've really been delaying your own sense of success. Like you feel like there's something about your purpose where you should be getting more attention than this, or you should be getting, it's kind of reminding me of Sagittarius. You should be getting more recognition in some way, or having more success with something. It feels like you're bringing something back in regards to a hobby, in regards to a routine, fitness, or something in regards to work or a project that you seem to be working on. It feels like whatever this is that you're working on, it feels very karmic, or it feels like it's making you feel better, you know? Like if you, so let's say you're a musician and you finally write that song and you're just like, oh my God, that feels so much better to get that out, you know? Tell me more about that Seven of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Seems like you're protecting your heart, or you're protecting a new beginning you're having. The Fool and the Seven of Wands in reverse. You feel intimidated, but you're going for something anyway. What's the Sacred Fire? Sorry, hold on. What's the Sacred Fire? I saw the King of Swords. It could be your mindset that's changing. The Nine of Wands. You're deciding not to give up on a project or a hobby or something that you really want. It's like you really want to succeed at something. It's like a very strong determination, but you may be realizing you need to keep it to yourself, or you may be realizing something has to be like burned to the ground, or your mentality has to change, or the way that you're taking action or not taking action has to change. You have the Two of Wands in reverse. Starseed in reverse. Okay. The Death card. The Nine of Cups in reverse. It's making me feel like you're really needing to start taking accountability of your individuality. It's, whose reading does this remind me of? Is it Virgo? It reminds me of Virgo. I think it was Virgo, where Virgo was just kind of playing it safe, it was Libra, right? Was it Libra? Fuck, I don't remember. Virgo or Libra, whatever. Listen, bitch, whatever you're doing, it's like you're not in the beginning of the week, and this may be why you're realizing this and you're coming to terms with your true purpose, because you may start realizing, I really have not been accepting the ways that I'm different and not allowing that to work for me. Because the thing is that what we do is we will actually shame ourselves for how we're different from other people and not realizing that that is what's going to get us in the door. Whether it's with a partner, whether it's in regards to a career, you know? And it's like you're trying to have a new beginning, but you may feel like you're not being emotionally supported, you know, or you don't have the support of others. And it's like sometimes you gotta go without the support, you know? You think that when I first started here, I had 235 people in my chat? Like, you think on my first day reading tarot, I had 235 people in my chat? No. And I got made fun of for being platinum blonde and having cleavage, right? Like, whatever. And I did it anyway. I did it more because it pissed people off, you know? I'm not saying go around and do that, but you know what I mean? I just did whatever I wanted to, okay? Like, I embraced just what made me feel good. Okay? So it seems like there's something that's changing in regards to that, though. So you have the Ten of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Wands in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse. The High Priestess and the Three of Wands. Wow, all in reverse, huh? The Star in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. Jesus. You're not over something. Could you imagine if like all we ever did was just focus on our problems? Like, oh my God, I have this problem. Oh God, this insecurity just really kills me. Or I hate that I just don't have enough money. I really hate that I'm breaking out all the time, and I know that I really need to go to the dermatologist. Or I know that I really wish I had a better body, but we never focused on the solution. We just focus on what makes us feel like crap. Do you think we would ever get anywhere? No, probably not. You know? I do think that you're starting to realize these things about how you've wasted your potential, feeling frustrated about the past and about what you can't control. And now, you know, the universe is kind of saying, change or die, you know? Change or die. You have the Queen of Wands here. So, love that. Thanks, Taurus. All right, I don't need all of those, but thank you. Thanks, Taurus. That's really sweet. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Eight of Swords. The Temperance and the Ace of Swords. Okay. You don't really know what you're doing or how you're going to do it, but you're going to do it. It's like that sense of, you know, I need to stop. You ever been in that mode where you're just like sitting there and you're like, God, why am I being such a fucking loser? You know, why am I crying over this? Or why am I not It feels like around the end of the week, maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's when you really start to kickstart. And you're like, I'm doing this, you know, even though there may be an insecurity, you're like, it feels like it's bringing you peace just to decide to do it. Because it feels like you're having an idea about something. Like where you felt like you lacked direction in a certain area, it feels like you know where to go now. You know how to change in the way that you want to change, and you're feeling pretty confident about it. Advice? House 7. Okay. So maybe lean on your relationship or relationships at this time. Maybe some business partnerships would be very beneficial for you, or maybe lean on advice about or to a partner or something like that, or for advice to a partner. Okay. Thanks, Capricorns. Thank you so much, Cappies. Make sure that you book with me at violettaalexis.com. Sale is open until Monday. All right, let's see. What's going on with Aquarius? Show me Aquarius. Last shuffle for Aquarius. Ace of Wands. Okay. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Empress in reverse. I'm just going to get into it. I'm not even going to... It feels like spite is motivating you. That's what it feels like. Because you feel like you're not being understood, or you're not being heard, or you're not being appreciated by a coworker, by somebody in your life. And it's interesting because you are inspired. Yeah, Knight of Wands. You're inspired. You're doing it anyway. That's okay. You don't have to agree with my idea, or that's fine. You don't have to be on the same page as me for me to write a book, right? Best witty thing I could think of. It just feels like you're not really caring what other people think. Yeah, you don't have the support. I'm not going to lie. You don't really have the support of a person, or you feel like you don't have the financial support. You feel like somebody's really not on board with your idea. But you're doing it anyway. You're like, all right, that's fine. It's interesting because I feel like these are all starting to melt together. Mask and the karmic release in reverse. It makes me feel like a lot of you have kind of, and this isn't very Aquarian-like, but some of you have really acted a certain way just to appease another person. Or appease people, and you're just kind of like, all right, well, you know what? I tried your way, and it's just not working. So take 2 of these, call me in the morning. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's pretty straightforward. Tell me about that 7 of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse and the 2 of Cups in the upright. I think you're getting in your selfish villain era a little bit, you know, like rightfully so. You have somebody here who you feel like you got to clean out of your life. Emperor in reverse, Sage. You're like, oh God, this guy's a fucking nightmare, you know, or this person's a nightmare, or something like that. And you're just like, ugh, just a wasted time. Could be somebody who very much frustrates you, but the problem could be that you have a connection with this person, or you love them, or you have an attraction towards them, but it seems like they're just an a-hole, you know? What's the 4 of Wands in reverse? The Ace of Cups. You either don't feel welcome in this person's life because there's some kind of unfinished business, or you're too insecure to offer your love to this person because you feel like they're abusive or they're an a-hole or whatever the case is. And you're like, oh my God, it's like you're just really getting frustrated and losing your patience with them because you may have a lot of love for them, but you feel like not welcomed by them, or you feel manipulated. It almost feels like you're trying to understand somebody else, but you feel like they are not interested in understanding you. And then when that happens, when only one person is working in the relationship, in the work dynamic, in the friendship, whatever it is, only one person is doing the work, it's never going to work because it's going to take two people. For instance, if you come up to me and you try to have a conversation and you're trying to resolve something with me and I just say absolutely nothing the entire time, is anything going to get resolved? No, because there's only one person working on that. So tell me about the Judgment in reverse. Tell me about that Judgment in reverse. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Fool. The Page of Cups and the Chariot. Well, I mean, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I feel like you're clearing your head. I think that you're starting to realize you and someone else cannot get on the same page. You and somebody else cannot come together, or somebody's not going to take accountability for their end of things. So you're like, all right, cool, right? And King of Swords technically is Aquarius. So whether you're a male or female, I think that you're just healing your own headspace. I think that you're taking accountability for you. And I think that you are accepting apologies that you feel like you're never going to get. Whether that person is sorry or not, you're like, okay, well, it is what it is. I have to let go of this. I can't sit here and be in the Debbie Downer dumps about it. And it feels like you're letting go of the baggage. And with that Page of Cups and the Chariot, you're getting in touch with your inner child because you're allowing yourself to be brave enough to do that. And you're going after a new love interest, or you're going after something creatively, or you're doing the thing that you want to do that somebody else doesn't agree with. Empress in reverse. Hidden Strength in reverse. God, Five of Cups in reverse. And the Six of Wands in reverse. Why did this happen all of a sudden? What was the thing? You're having a hard time burning it down. It's like you're like, okay, yes, I'm going to do this, right? You talk yourself up and then you get into the ring and you're like, wah, wah, wah. Because there's love heavy on your heart, okay? Or there's a family situation where you feel like you're putting in a lot of work, or you've been the one carrying everything. And it just feels like you're having a bit of a breakdown, a little. You know those relationships or those employers or those, you know, whatever it is, where you feel like you've been trying and you've been trying and you've been trying and you've been trying and trying and trying and trying. And then finally you're like, I'm not going to try anymore. And then you get into this like bad bitch mode or whatever, right? And then like one day you just have a breakdown and everything hits you like a tsunami. You're like, oh my God, I tried so hard for somebody that wouldn't even talk to me, or I tried so hard. You know, I think that you're really just having a moment. That's all it is. It's just a moment. And it's because you're having a hard time burning it down. You're having a hard time releasing it is really what it comes down to. And so it's kind of testing your self-worth and self-value a little bit. I think that you're having a moment of weakness. But I think that you are kind of like, it's more of an emotional realization about something. So, House 3, write about it. Write about it, talk about it, be about it. Visit a local, a local pub around your neighborhood. I'm not telling you to go drink. I really don't support that, to be honest. I'm sober, so 4 years. But I'm just kidding, But I feel like this is more so maybe educate yourself on something, learn something new, learn a new language, listen to a podcast, start a podcast, write in your journal, do something that's, I feel like where you got to get it out, Thank you, Aquarius. Moving on to Pisces. Thank you, Aquarius. Make sure that you take advantage of the 50% off sale on ViolettaAlexis.com. That information can be found in my bio. And last call for super chat questions, okay? Show me Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. What's happening this week for Pisces? Thank you, Daleen. Oh, Allison, love you right back, darling. All right, show me Pisces. Four of Swords in reverse, Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands, and then this is like a blank check. This is whatever my intuition tells me. Definitely some mental stress going on. Can you tell me about that Four of Swords? Be careful of any like physical issues. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Having Saturn in your sign, you know, isn't the best anyway. Freaking feels like it sucks. You know what I mean? Okay. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Starseed in reverse and then, or the Starseed in the upright and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Hidden inner strength, Seven of Swords in reverse. You're ready to unleash something. Why is the Four of Swords in reverse, though? The Six of Swords. You're trying to move on from... It feels like you don't have any peace. Like you don't have any internal peace, or maybe it's some kind of external circumstance. Maybe you live with parents that are pieces of crap and they treat you like crap. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know what's going on with you. But it feels like you're... You could be, for some of you could be getting into astrology this week, or like watching a lot of astrology transits, or maybe trying your hand at astrology for some of you with that starseed. But it feels like what you're doing is you are accepting your difference. Like you're accepting your differences with something. I think that you're healing. You're taking a chance on healing yourself. Tell me about that Knight of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like there's something bubbling under the surface. For the longest time, I was a waitress. I was a waitress my whole life, pretty much. And as I was waitressing, I just remember like going through the motions. Zombie mode. Zombie mode. Work, sleep, get up, kids, work, go drink, sleep, wake up, kids. And I just remember feeling like I was drowning. And it felt like something was burning me from the inside. And I just kept something in the pit of my stomach kept telling me, this is not you, this is not you, this is not you. There's something else. There's something else. And that's when I got into social media. And I ended up blowing up on a live streaming app. I became the most subscribed to person on there, blah, blah, blah. And I think about if I wouldn't have listened to that fire, right? If I wouldn't have listened to that fire, if I wouldn't have allowed myself to feel it, I would still be an Outback waitress making $2.13 an hour. And it feels like there's a fire burning inside of you, but it feels more galactic or more universal in some way. Not necessarily like a fire, but it's something where it's a space needs to be filled for you. But you're the only one that can fill it, and it's like you're just kind of turning around in a circle. But there's something more powerful about you that you have to take accountability for. Feels like you're going through a stress. Tell me about the Ten of Swords, like an ending. Maybe you're dealing with a betrayal. The Queen of Wands in reverse. You could have somebody who's very jealous of you. Somebody who's trying to like, I'm not saying they're going to like come beat your ass or anything, but somebody who is hurt by who you are, or there could have been somebody who betrayed you that really played on your jealousy and your emotions. The Death in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse. Feels like you're not really, if this is somebody who's jealous of you, You could not really be doing anything about it. You're just like, whatever, you know, maybe it was unexpected, maybe it wasn't. But I feel like you're just kind of in this mode where, okay, well, I'm sorry that you're not happy with me, but I don't really feel like changing anything. It doesn't really feel like you're changing anything, and you may feel like this person isn't changing at all. It feels like a feminine energy that may be jealous of you. Tell me about that death card. Oh God, is it about a person? Does somebody hate that you're with somebody else? Are you like dating somebody's ex, or are you like, what's going on here? It also could be that you can't let go of how somebody else betrayed you, and like the way that they treated you has made you jealous, made you angry, made you upset, and you could still be holding on to that, or you could quite literally be ending something with somebody else because of it. It's like, it makes me feel as though it's something that's triggering you. Tell me about that Seven of Wands. S, thank you for the super chat. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, and the Judgment in reverse. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like you're dealing with it. I think you're getting to this point where you feel... Really? Okay. I heard used. Some of you feel used. Something's being taken out of your life and airbrushed over. You know? Something is happening where it feels very chaotic, feels like something's crashing down, but it's because whatever this thing is has held you back from your purpose. It's held you back from your true north, your true path, your higher path. And it's also something that has made you overwork yourself and get nowhere. Like a bottomless pit. I want to say this. Don't try to maintain something that's crashing down around you. Don't try to like sit there and hold it up. It's like, if you're standing in front of a building and you know, if you're like some superhero, I don't know. If you're standing in front of a building and you see it's like crashing down, you don't go and try and hold it up and save the building. No, you save yourself. Right? And then we have this card, which is like a wild card in this deck. So let's see what that is. Thanks, Seba. The Two of Swords. I heard the Void. The Void. The Void. To avoid. The Void. You're getting back to you. You're getting back to you. You're getting back to what you love, to who you love. Chibi, thank you so much for the super chat question. You're getting back to what you love or who you love or what you love to do, like creatively. Like, it's more so what fulfills your heart space, right? For instance, I like going to the gym, right? Because it makes me feel good and it's healthy for me, but it's not my passion, right? My passion is writing. So it's like you have your gym and then you have your writing. You know, it's like you're going back to your writing or whatever that thing is for you. And you're able to go back to it. It's something unfinished, something you kind of left hanging by the wayside because you were too busy trying to hold up a dissolving tower. And because of that, you're getting some kind of recognition, accolades, pat on the back, whatever it may be, which is essentially bringing you more peace of mind, which you did not start out with. Feels like something that you're working on behind the scenes. I think that's why I heard the void. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Pisces. Pisces is your advice. Pisces is what you need to focus on. I don't really feel like I need to say much else. If you're a Pisces sun, maybe you need to focus on your career. You know, what makes you happy. If you're a Pisces moon, something to do with your home, family life, or your emotions. You know, Pisces rising, your physical body, your appearance, you know, Jupiter in Pisces, you know, I mean, whatever your thing is, you know, see which house it's in, whatever placement you're looking for, see which house it's in, what aspects it's making is probably going to tell you a lot. All right, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Aries through Pisces. Thank you guys for being here. Rick, thank you guys. Thank you guys and all your personalities, Rick. Thank you for being here as well. I'm going to go ahead and do super chat questions now. Make sure that you book with me on violettaalexis.com. I'm having a sale until Monday for 50% off, okay? Super chat answers in order. What's up, Ice Queen? Siba, that's so cute. And thank you for the compliment, by the way. Last shuffle. All right, let's do this. All righty. Wagos, how is the marital relationship of Martin and Nina? Are they still happily together, or is the relationship on the rocks, or will they be separating soon? Page of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Swords in the upright makes me feel like there's a lot of fast communication going around, maybe some drama, some mental anguish, so to speak. It feels like there's a lot of communication going back and forth. I think that somebody's assuming the worst about another person, and I feel like there could be some kind of conflict because of it. Jessica, out drinking, quit drinking. Yes. Toxic people and starting all over completely now to 2024. Thank you for your support. Oh my God, I love you. Thank you so much for saying that. What advice do you have for my next step? Take the next step. Page of Wands is literally, yeah, Codis, hey. Page of Wands is literally about taking the next step, about like starting, like actually getting up off your ass and taking that first step. And even if you're not feeling confident, kind of fake it till you make it. Right? Because the page's goal, dependent upon what gender you identify with, is to become the king or the queen of wands. So this is about taking that first step, taking that journey. And the world is telling you, now fucking finish it, you know? Maybe you should travel as well. But you got to start the thing, whatever the thing is for you, whatever that thing is, that spark thing for you. Wagos, how's Anando's love life right now? Is he currently attracted or involved to someone? I just want to know how he is and if he's happy and has moved on. The Justice and the Knight of Pentacles, it seems more like he's focused on his finances. Okay. Yeah, the Justice can talk about a relationship, but next to the Knight of Pentacles, it makes me feel like he's more so focused on his work, working on things, focused on his 3D reality. Nanny, hey mama, can you please give me the most high advice I need to hear? Thanks and God bless you. God bless you too. The Four of Pentacles, the Sacred Heart in reverse. Are you doing what's really true to you? Like what's really honest to you? Because it feels like you're holding on to something that's not authentic to you. And when we hold on to things that are not authentic to us, it's telling the universe we're willing to compromise who we are for what we are not. And then you're going to just get more of that in your life. The Emperor and the Moon in reverse. Stop fearing your own power. Stop holding back because you're afraid to go after what you really want. Stop holding on to something that's not for you. Stop being too afraid to take a risk when it could be the best risk that you ever took. The Emperor is about becoming the absolute top-notch, like CEO. Okay, I'm not saying that's what it is, but taking control of your own life, taking control of your own fears and your emotions. But there's something that you're doing that's not authentic to you that you have to get rid of it. Thank you, Nanny, again for the second super chat. Angel Eyes, what are T's feelings for me? He's a Leo. First date was awkward. I'm a Cappy Sun. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. He may feel like you need to grow up, or there's some things that you're holding on to emotionally, whether it's an ex, whether it's something about children or a baby's dad, or something about your childhood. He can like sense that something's off, supposedly, or he just feels like you're triggered, or there could be something that you may have said that triggered him. Okay. Not sure why. Aqua Baby. Will Virgo, Sun, Taurus, Moon come back with a more realistic offer? Speaking as a Virgo, Sun, Taurus, Moon, no. No, I'm just kidding. The Chariot in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse. Probably not, and it's probably going to frustrate you. I feel like this person is just scared, or they just don't have big enough balls to do it, or they just don't have the desire. Knight of Cups in reverse can be somebody who's just like don't know what they want emotionally or where home is, so to speak. Ace of Swords in reverse, the Healer in reverse, and the Two of Wands. He's making decisions coming from an unhealed place. I think that this is somebody that doesn't really know their ass from their armpit. I think that this is somebody that could be lying to you that they're healed, or that, oh no, I'm good. Like I'm good, but they're not. I think that this is somebody that may either, they could have a choice between two people with that Two of Wands, but it feels like they need to make a choice between an old way of doing something and a new way of doing something. And they may start to plan that. Let's just see. What's the Two of Wands? The Ten of Pentacles. So they may start to like think about it, like, okay, well, if she wants a relationship, you know, what would I need to give up, or what would I need to change, or if she wants to get married, or if she, you know, whatever the thing is. But I feel like not after some stubbornness and some annoyance. Astrid, hi gorgeous. What's Leo's current feelings? Today is supposed to be our 1-year anniversary. Am I on his mind? Aw. Yes. But it makes him feel like shit. Temperance in reverse. Karmic soul tribe. He may go out and drink if he's a drinker. But besides that, he's not really giving it attention. He's thinking about you, but he's not going to give it like physical attention, possibly. There could be like people he's hanging out with right now that he feels is close to him, but it makes me feel like he thinks that you are that person, you know? Like you are that part of his soul tribe, so to speak. So yeah, I feel like you're on his mind. Brandon, what do I need to pay more attention to in regards of getting a new business venture off the ground? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse makes me feel like you may need to raise your standards, or you may need to work harder, figure out a better routine. King of Swords, hire someone smarter than you. Talk to someone smarter than you, right? It's like in that book, Poor Dad, Rich Dad. where he says hire people that are smarter than you, right? So if I want my taxes done and I want them done right, I'm not going to do them myself. I'm going to hire a CPA. So it's like based around what you're needing to complete, what do you need to do? Six of Swords in reverse and the Lovers. There may be a very important decision that you're needing to make, but you're needing to make it from your higher self, not from your ego, not from an unhealed place, whatever that means for you, which makes me feel like with that Six of Swords in reverse, you may be needing to go backwards in order to go forwards. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, if I want to get better in the algorithm, then I may need to go back and look at my old videos to see what was doing well and what wasn't. I need to look at my analytics. So what do you need to do backwards in order to move forwards? Thank you. Peacekeeper Tarot, they took him, sister. Will I get him back? Oh, the Tower. It feels like something's coming and crashing down. It's not like a natural disaster is what it feels like. Like it almost feels like like I'm getting like something man-made. I don't know why I'm getting that. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, something is like off about this. I told you something's like off about this. Like there's some sneaky stuff going on. Something is crashing down. Will I get him back? The Four of Wands in reverse, the Shadow Self in reverse, the Star. There is hope or a chance of healing of some sort. But it feels like somebody has to be honest about their shadow side or about a secret or about something that they're hiding. But there is opportunity for hope and healing. God, that was kind of dark. That was just a... Thank you, Peacekeeper Tarot. Sorry. I hope that wasn't too negative. I just had to tell you what I saw. Thanks, Rick. Rick, where are those Virgo placements? I know you got one somewhere. All Signs Tarot with Joanne. I hope you are well. What's coming up for me, please? The Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Could be investing in a relationship or could be investing in some kind of higher education. Empress. Wow. The Magician in reverse. What's the Magician in reverse? I'm not going to lie. It looks like you might be getting into a relationship. You may be making a very cautious decision. It feels like a higher level of commitment. It could be marriage or an actual just like a commitment. It looks like you're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Be careful of getting pregnant. I just want to say, I feel like you have a King of Cups. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody who may fall in love with you or who is in love with you, but they may doubt themselves. Or they may get nervous about it. So it feels like love, to be honest. Daylene. Aquarius, Sun, Sagittarius, Moon, Scorpio, Rising, and Jupiter. What do I need to know for this week in love? Damn, I'm getting major Uranus vibes with this. I'm feeling like when Uranus goes retrograde for the rest of the year. I don't know where Uranus is transiting in your chart, but I would look to that house. Like if it's going retrograde. Wait, where did you say? You said you are a Scorpio rising. So, oh, wow. So Uranus in your 7th house of one-on-one relationships is going retrograde. It seems like a change that you've made in regards to a relationship or a past relationship or whatever is changing. All I'm going to say is this. It seems like there may be some new like leap of faith that's being took. And it feels like it's during the Uranus retrograde. Seems like somebody who's kind of wacky, weird, different, Aquarian-like. I don't know. Or Jupiter-like, maybe Sagittarius, Pisces, something like that. All right, let's see. S, what are his current thoughts and feelings? 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands in reverse, loves you, but won't talk about it. Understands you, feels the soulmate connection, won't talk about it. Thanks, S. Seba, what did FQ think of my looks and personality after today's video call? Feels like there's a weakness that you're not willing to change or you're having a hard time changing. that you won't take accountability for. He feels like he sees an insecurity that you don't want to acknowledge. And thank you for clarifying with the $5 USD. You're so cute. Chibi, hello V, what do I need to know right now? The Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. You're needing to learn something new, or you're needing to educate yourself on something so that way you can have a new beginning in regards to work, creativity, something. Feels like you need to get on the same page with another person, but in order to do that, you have to up-level. You have to level up in some way. So for instance, let's say you're a tarot reader and you have 5K subs, but you really want to collaborate with somebody that has 20K, and you're like, okay, well, at least let me get to like 12K and like see what they say, you know, or whatever. So let me do better on my tarot. Let me educate myself on how to get more subscribers. Let me educate myself on tarot. I don't know, right? It's like something like that. Three of Swords, the Devil in reverse, the Five of Pentacles. It's like saying, you know that something is hurting you, but you keep doing it anyway. You're welcome, Jessica. It's like with the Three of Swords, the Devil in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles, this is like somebody that keeps putting their hand on the stove and then like, oh my God, that really hurts. And then they try and heal, and then they have like a scar on their hand, and then they go back to the stove and they're like, woo, do it again. Ow, that really hurts. So it's like kind of stop putting your hand on the stove with something. Oh, Siba, that's crazy. Oh my God. Well, I'm sure it's beautiful. Let's see. Angel Eyes. Who is coming towards me in love? Page of Cups. A younger Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Someone who's very emotionally balanced. I feel like they're going to let you know about it. Could be at work, okay? S. What did they think of me at the event? Five of Cups. Like you have low self-esteem, or you're like sad about something. They feel like you're sad about something. Like an inner child wound, or like you're still thinking about something from the past for whatever reason. I don't know why they think that. Let's see. Aditi, is Kuntal Das my future husband? Six of Pentacles. Could be. It could be like a nice exchange of equal give and take. His next actions towards me, the Queen of Wands. Okay. If he's showing up as the Queen of Wands, he could be being very assertive, you know, very like, he'll let you know what I mean? This may be somebody who's very much in their feminine energy. Okay. All right, S. Who's still thinking about me? P or N? Show me P. Show me N. I will say this. I feel like P is really not that worried about it with the Nine of Swords in reverse, not really thinking about it like that. I will say N is feeling defeated, or he's feeling intimidated by you. Thinking about you, but not necessarily in the best way. Like there's something where he's feeling intimidated or backed into a corner. So I don't know why or what that means. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Rick, I love you. Timestamps will be posted later. I assume that Rick, because he always does, is going to do it. And thank you so much, Rick, for doing that. Thank you, Dragons, for being here. I love all of you. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Talk later. Bye.